Vince Pirelli.
Danny here.
So we're doing the Creed 2 review. No spoilers, so don't worry if you haven't seen the movie yet. We will not be telling any specifics. Correct?
No.
All right, but we will be telling you our opinion on what we thought about the movie, and just what we thought about the storyline and whatnot. Hello.
What's up, guys?
Okay, so anyways, you want to go first? We're gonna do we like to keep this structured, so we're gonna do positives and negatives. Is that what we're doing? Yep.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. So
why don't you go first?
you want to go first? All right, I'm gonna go with my positives. We'll do positives, and then you'll do your positives, and then onward and upward.
Okay.
All right, positives for Creed 2. What I took from it was a worthy sequel. I think, in my opinion, definitely thought that it's worth. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's worth going to the theaters and seeing it. I'll say that.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely, as always, playing Rocky. Sly Stallone, Sylvester Stallone. I thought he did.
We all know you have a boner for Stallone.
Yeah. Well, listen, if watching a Rocky or Creed movie doesn't get your dick hard, I don't know what does. I don't know what does. Just saying. I don't know what does.
Okay.
Anyways, solid performance by Sylvester. Solid performance by Sylvester Stallone. As always, like I said, the storyline. This is one thing I took from it. The storyline was surprisingly for me unpredictable, slightly unpredictable. I mean, there were some surprises that I didn't see coming. I thought that the whole Drago storyline, him fighting his son was going to be a little, kind of.
I don't understand how you can't see that. I don't understand how you can't see that was coming. I mean, that was how his dad died, so obviously that was going to come up.
I mean, I knew going in watching the movie that he was going to be fighting Victor Drago, Ivan Drago's son. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, but I thought that they wrote it the right way, the storyline, because they could have. Yeah, it could have been real. It could have been bad, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? The village people here? What's going on?
I gotta stop this main break here.
The village. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you paying him?
No, you are.
Oh.
It's on your tab.
Anyway, so the storyline was surprisingly unpredictable for me. Some of the other notes I got. So another thing I like, they explained the story of the Dragos, Ivan and Victor, his son, because you didn't really know much about Ivan Drago, which kind of leaves. He was kind of a mysterious character in the first, in Rocky IV.
The original movie.
Well, yeah, Rocky IV.
It was just
they kind of went in depth.
Somebody that Rocky.
They went in depth, and you find out what happened to Ivan Drago and his son, after he got knocked out by Rocky.
The
in Rocky IV. Yeah, and those are my positives. Like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and watch it. It is worth buying. Whatever it costs to buy a ticket to the movie.
$10 or $12.
Yeah, depending on what part of the country you're in. But yeah, those are my positives. And I'll hand it off to you.
Well, I thought the introduction to the movie was pretty good. How they started it. It started with Drago's son, right?
It was
him working in the morning.
Right. Okay.
Don't get into any
specifics though.
I thought a lot of the situations in the movie were based on real life situations. They were more realistic. How. Okay. Not necessarily the situation, but how the characters reacted in the situations. I thought their reactions were a little more real life. The score for the movie was really good. The music was pretty well picked. Pretty good. Pretty good overall soundtrack on the movie. I do want to say that this is not going to spoil anything as far as from A to B. But there is a certain character whose story comes full circle by the end of the movie, which, if you guys go see it, you will see what I'm talking about. That was pretty much it for my positives.
Those are your positives? All right, so negatives. Let's talk about negatives. It was kind of, for me, it was a little depressing, especially Rocky's life, which I honestly, from Rocky V on, Rocky V, Rocky Balboa, Creed 2, his life is kind of depressing. He does kind of get it. There was a silver lining, though.
I
the
mean,
movies for
you
him.
got to think about it. All of his friends and loved ones are
Yeah.
pretty much gone.
Right.
All he has left is his restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Another thing was the writing. I think could have been a little better for me.
That's surprising coming from you because didn't Stallone help
Stallone-
produce this movie?
He wrote the screenplay. He along with another guy. I forgot his name, but he did write part of it. But I thought it could have been. I mean, I'm not saying it sucked, but I'm saying that it could have been better though for me. Another thing is this movie was so hyped up. It did break. It was like one of the number one movies for Thanksgiving weekend.
Mhm.
I think like what was the 3D Ralph? What was
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yeah,
Still
that was the
haven't
other
seen
one.
it
But
yet.
but in Creed 2, those were like the top two movies. So definitely people went out to go see it. But I don't know necessarily if the movie itself, like once you go see it, if it'll live up to the hype. Because this movie was really hyped up going in.
I personally don't think I'm going to go see it again. I'll probably buy it when it comes out because I'm a bit of a completionist, but I'm not going to go see it in the theater again.
Yeah. So, but I mean, overall though, I mean, if you haven't seen it though, go see it.
No, yeah,
Definitely
it's worth
go see
seeing.
Creed 2. It's definitely. I think it lived up. It was a worthy sequel, like I said.
It's hard to beat the first Creed because the first Creed was
the first Creed was
good.
nominated for Academy Award. So
yeah, it's a tough act to follow.
And a lot of people think Rocky franchise actually.
How do you think they're going to finish off the trilogy?
Do you think there's going to be another Creed 3?
Well,
they made a lot of money though. They made a lot of money at least so far. So they'll probably do. Honestly, I think Stallone's going to be in these movies till he
can't.
Or till he dies. Honestly, But anyways, yeah, that's our review for Creed 2. Anything else you want to say? Is there anything else?
I just wanted to say that, like I said, no spoilers, but I felt like the story kind of dragged a little bit.
Yeah, that was another negative.
Between main plot points, the story kind of dragged a little bit. It wasn't a long time, but it made it seem like it was a long time.
Yeah, I was kind of it was boring. Like it lost me there for a little bit. Probably like mid movie, it kind of lost me for about 10 to 15 minutes. I was like kind of like,
I mean, besides maybe Adonis, I didn't really